Out of the sea of crossovers available, Ford's latest Escape has been one of the most popular crossovers since the third generation debuted in 2013. But the compact crossover class isn't an easy segment to compete in with heavy hitters from Honda's CR-V and Toyota's RAV4. You must keep your products fresh and new in this class to be very competitive. So for 2017, Ford is giving its bread and butter crossover a refresh, and highlights include updated styling, more safety features, and new engines as well. So let's go ahead and check out this all-new 2017 Ford Escape SE. Now there are some pretty major changes to the exterior of the new Escape here. Essentially, you now have a 2-bar hexagonal grille that looks a lot more like the Ford Edge this time around. The headlights have also been redesigned with new LEDs, and it certainly has a more truckish-like appearance. When you get to the rear of the vehicle, you also do have new redesigned taillights with a new tailgate as well. And our trim of the Escape we have here is the SE model. We also do have some really nice looking 19-inch black painted premium alloy wheels. They do look pretty nice in my opinion. And then you also do have black finished mirrors. Coming to the key fob design, it's a regular old key fob from Ford. A smart key is available, but you do have your remote keyless entry, your lock, unlock, then your panic alarm, and then you have your power tailgate. Love those LEDs. This color is known as the Ruby Red Metallic. I love this color on the new Escape here. It's a beautiful looking color. And you also do have a two-toned half cloth and half leather interior. Power driver seat, power recline, and your power lumbar. Now perhaps the most important changes that Ford made to the new Escape here come on the inside of the vehicle. Now Ford has redesigned the steering wheel this time around. It's borrowed from the Focus and it promises better functionality, and also the center stack controls have been redesigned for better ease of use, and Ford got rid of the hand parking brake in favor of a new electronic parking brake to free up center console space, which is nice. But overall, the design of the whole interior pretty much remains the same. You also do have the new Sync 3 infotainment system, of course. Push button ignition is available on higher end trim levels of the Escape. And what you're hearing there is a 1.5 liter turbocharged inline 4-cylinder. Full leather wrap steering wheel. Coming to your transmission, we have a 6-speed automatic that's also borrowed from the Focus. And when you put the vehicle into sport mode, the vehicle can shift manually via the paddle shifters that are located up here on the steering wheel. When you put the vehicle into reverse, displays your rear view camera with guidance lines, and we also do have trajectory, and you have rear parking sensors too. What's also pretty cool is that you can zoom in like this, which is nice. And you could turn the rear parking sensors on or off if you would like by accessing the driver information center. And the lights are already on, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the hazards. Automatic driver's side window. Let's go ahead and pop up the hood and check out the engine bay. See what the Escape has under the hood. Heated exterior mirrors, and you also do have blind spot detection. Now this Escape generation debuted in 2013, and it's based on the Ford Focus. You have halogen projector beam headlights with LED daytime running lights. Powering the Escape here is an all-new 1.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder EcoBoost motor, and it's most likely going to be the most popular powertrain for the new Escape here. It produces 179 horsepower at 6,000 RPM and 177 pound-feet of torque at 2,500 RPM, with EPA estimates being a pretty good 23 in the city and 30 on the highway for our front-wheel drive model. All-wheel drive is also available on the Escape if you're looking for that. Now you can go with a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder, or you can go with a 2 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder that has a maximum towing capacity rating of 3,500 pounds. But overall, this turbocharged 4-cylinder we have here has decent get up and go, and it provides decent fuel efficiency numbers as well. Now, competitors of the Escape, you have the vehicles in the compact crossover class. This includes the likes of the Toyota RAV4, Honda CR-V, Nissan Rogue, Chevrolet Equinox, Dodge Journey, and the Subaru Forester. Total vehicle price for our particular Escape is $30,370. You have roof rails on the top. You can also get crossbars as an accessory. Like I said, you have new redesigned taillights that are blockier this time around. And you have a rear window wiper with a rear window defroster. Of course, all of your basic powered features. We have power windows, power mirrors, and your power door locks. Now, just like with the 2016 Escape, the 2017 Escape still features a very high quality interior. This is certainly one of the most premium feeling interiors in the compact crossover class. You have nice soft touch materials on the upper door panel, mid door panel, armrest. The whole dashboard is a nice softly padded material as well. Build quality is also excellent inside of here, especially given the price range of this vehicle. No panel gaps or anything of that nature. Overall, if you're looking for an interior with a lot of style and that feels pretty premium, then the Escape's interior will certainly not disappoint. Alright, now coming to the steering wheel, like I said earlier in the video, Ford's main focus with this new Escape here was functionality, and this steering wheel is much easier to use than the last generation steering wheel. However, I'm not really sure if it's more stylish this time around, but it's certainly more user-friendly. Now, coming to the controls here, we have your controls for the little driver information display. These are right here. Then you have your cruise control buttons right here as well. And then these controls are your steering wheel mounted audio controls, your Bluetooth phone controls. Coming up here, we have your manually dimming rear view mirror and your sunglass container. The map lights are also LEDs, which is nice. Down here we also do have your USB charging port, a little storage compartment, and a 12 volt power outlet. You also do have a little cell phone holder, which is nice. Like I said, they did free up a lot of center console space due to this new electronic parking brake. And then you have your dual cup holders right there. And then you have another little storage compartment. And your storage space in the center console is pretty deep, I have to say. And then you have another 12 volt power outlet. The seats in this new Escape are much better than the 2016 Escapes. One of my biggest complaints for the last Escape was that the seats felt pretty firm. However, these are much more plush this time around. I would certainly take a long road trip in this vehicle, and they still offer a pretty good amount of side bolstering, and the headrests are nice and plush too. Coming to the center stack controls, now Ford simplified these AC controls and all that, and that's a good thing. And we do have dual zone automatic climate control here. You have your temperatures, fan speeds, different zones, very easy to use here. And then you have your recycling mode and your rear window defroster and your front window defroster. I wish the buttons were just slightly bigger. However, these controls are much simpler to use than what you will find in the 2013 and 2016 Escape. Coming to the gauges in the instrument cluster, pretty much everything remains the same as far as the whole instrument cluster goes. But on the left right here, you have your tachometer. On the right, you have your speedometer. And then in the center, you have your fuel gauge and your coolant temperature. And then right there, that little screen is your driver information center, which shows you much vehicle information, such as your trip odometer, shows you your instant fuel economy, average fuel economy for your trips. And then you have your digital speedometer, trip timer, distance till empty, all that good stuff. You also do have auto start stop now, so when the vehicle comes to a complete stop, the engine will actually shut off to save fuel. Then you have your system check. You could do a system check if you would like. My key info. And you have your settings like the driver assistance settings, blind spot, your rear cross traffic alert, vehicle settings such as your compass, lighting, your remote start, wipers. So overall, this driver information display does remain pretty much the same. Pretty much the same thing what you will find in the 2016 Escape. You have your language, vehicle graphic, distance, temperature. And then down here it shows you what gear you're in, and then it also shows you your odometer and then your direction of travel. Now, visibility is okay in the Escape, but it's certainly not the best in the compact crossover class. You have really wide bases right here with the A-pillars. And then when you get to the rear of the vehicle, it's a little hard to see out of the rear, but at least most Escapes will come with a rear view camera. Alright, now let's get to the main head unit and the infotainment system here. Now this is the Sync 3 infotainment system, and if you haven't seen my videos on the latest Fords, I always say that I love the Sync 3 infotainment system because it's very user-friendly and easy to use. It's a very simple kind of interface, kind of like Chrysler's Uconnect system. Alright, so this is your home screen right here, and you have your home screen button right there, and basically you could configure it how you would like. And it shows you pretty much everything you want to know, such as your navigation and then your audio source and then your Bluetooth device too. Coming to your different audio sources, we do have all of the norm here. AM, FM, Sirius satellite radio, your CD player right up here. And then you have your Bluetooth streaming audio. As you can see, the responsiveness is just lightning quick. It's much better than what you will find in Fords a couple years ago, the Myford touch system. Coming to your phone, you can add your Bluetooth phone, have all of your contacts, have an integrated dial pad as well. You also do have some controls right here, such as your tune buttons, your seek and track. You can also change your different sources from right here if you like, as you can see. And then you also do have your sound and your display, and then your check button for your CD player. And then up here it also shows you your digital clock, your exterior temperature readout. And then you have your navigation system. The navigation system shows you your points of interest, live traffic. It's a very simple kind of nav, and it works fairly well. I really do like how you could swipe across the screen like this to move it around. Pretty nice. The graphics and the rendering are pretty good too. Pretty impressed here. Then you have your apps. Sirius Travel Link, your Connect mobile apps, and then you can add your device from here too. You also do have Wi-Fi hotspot on this vehicle. And then right here it shows you all your settings, such as the sound, clock, Bluetooth, phone, radio, navigation settings. You could change your map preferences, 3D CD model, and then you have your points of interest icons, route preferences. Love how you could swipe like this. Kind of works like a tablet. Pretty cool. And you have your Wi-Fi hotspot. And then you also do have Android Auto. You can change display settings such as the brightness, vehicle settings such as the camera, valet mode, voice control. Let's go ahead and test out the voice recognition.
Please say a command.
87.9 FM.
Tuning to FM 87.9.
Overall, it works fairly well. I really do love the voice recognition. So the Sync 3 infotainment system is certainly one of the best head infotainment systems and multimedia interfaces in the business. Down here you also do have your automatic start-stop system and your traction control off. Now, as far as the way the Escape drives, it's very similar to what you will find in the Ford Focus, which is not a surprise since they do share the same platform with each other. However, the Escape drives pretty nicely, and it has a really good balance between decent ride comfort as well as good handling. Now, the handling is not sports car like, however, it's much better and it's much more engaging to drive than what you will find from other compact crossovers like Toyota's RAV4. And it's pretty nimble around corners, I have to say. Like I said, it's really similar to what you will find in the Focus. The ride comfort is also pretty good. It soaks up road bumps fairly well. And it's fairly compliant too, and pretty quiet inside. The 1.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder certainly provides enough power for the vehicle, but if you want, you can go with that 2 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder. The 6-speed automatic transmission does shift pretty well, and it's pretty responsive with the turbocharged engine here. Overall, I think that the Escape is certainly the best compact crossover to drive in the class. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and shut down the vehicle. Let's go ahead and check out the rest of the Escape. Build quality and materials do follow through in the rear of the Escape. Still nice and soft touch on the armrest and mid-door panel. Hard touch plastic on the upper door panel, however. Now, sitting back here in the Escape, it doesn't have the most rear seat legroom or headroom in the class. If you're looking for a very roomy rear seat, certainly go with the Honda CR-V. It just nails it when it comes to that. But you do have dual map pockets, rear air vents, and a house outlet back here, or 110 volt power outlet. And then you also do have a rear center armrest with cup holders. These rear seats also do recline, which is nice. Now, my biggest complaint with these seats is that they don't have a whole lot of thigh support with them. And that's the same complaint I had with the 2013 through 2016 Escape. It still remains here. But it is a little better. The seats are also a little bit more plush this time around, which is nice. But overall, it's not too shabby back here. It's okay. All right. Power tailgate. Now, if you're looking for the most cargo space in the compact crossover class, the Honda CR-V wins. The Escape is okay when it comes to cargo space. You do have a 12 volt power outlet, and of course the rear seats will fold down 60-40 split. Full manual passenger seat, glove box compartment. So with these new updates, the 2017 Ford Escape still remains a pretty good choice for a compact crossover. With its wide variety of powertrains, its comfortable interior, and lots of technology as well, and its very refined driving dynamics. So remember that this is Cameron Birch from Cameron's Car Reviews.